Posted March 20, 2019, 5 hours 40 minutes and 6 seconds. Solaman, Soli, Bailey does a lot to contribute to the laid-back, surfer vibe. The 23-year-old, fresh from his elevation to championship tour status ahead of the 2019 season, is readying himself to compete against the world's best surfers with an air of relaxed anticipation. "I think it's going to be a pretty solid year," Bailey said, leaning back with his hands gripping the plastic spectator barrier behind him at Merewether Beach in Newcastle. "You don't have to change too much, because you have gotten there for a reason." While qualifying in itself is a landmark achievement, Bailey's debut year on the championship tour will be punctuated by his unique jersey, which will sport the Australian Aboriginal flag on one sleeve. Bailey will become the first pro surfer to compete under the flag at the top level. Surfers wear numbered jerseys during World Surf League (WSL) competition, so that judges and fans can easily identify them in the water from the shore, often hundreds of meters away. "As much as I was super excited to represent Australia and what we stand for, it was also an opportunity for me to show some love, and show a bit of my culture," Bailey said. "I am part of the YUGL people, which consisted of people from Maclean, right through to Coffs Harbour, and that is Bundjalung country. I just think it's really cool for them to get behind me in doing what I love. I'm an Indigenous Australian going to compete against the World Surf League Regional Manager Will Hayden-Smith says the WSL, which also allows Hawaiian surfers to compete under their state flag, was quick to accommodate Bailey's request. "We're really proud to see surfers honouring their heritage," Hayden-Smith said. "We see it as a small thing we can do to allow him to showcase what he's proud of." Still learning about Aboriginal culture, Bailey grew up in Byron Bay on the north coast of New South Wales and admits he would like to learn more about his own Indigenous heritage, which comes from his mother's side of the family. "I'm really connected in the sense that I have all my friends and family around my area, but I think that I'm so focused on what I am doing that I haven't learned enough about my culture," he said. "I think there are a lot of people like that, who have Indigenous heritage and just haven't taken the time to learn enough and learn more and more, but it is a really special part of me." What Bailey may lack in historical understanding, he makes up for with commitment to honouring his Indigenous heritage. He's a breath of fresh air. According to WSL officials, Soli has always been an extremely humble and kind kid. Hayden-Smith, who has known Bailey since he was a teenager, said, "He even called me the other day, just to chat about an engagement we had invited him to. He is reserved, humble and kind. It is a really rare quality at the top level." Championship Tour qualification meant resetting goals. Bailey's qualification for the Championship Tour, completed in Hawaii in late 2018, was a culmination of a fresh approach to the sport throughout the year. "It is funny, the day I qualified it was amazing and it was exhilarating, but all of a sudden it was like, I have got the chance to be a world champion," Bailey said, still somehow exuding that laid-back vibe. A whole new set of goals arose instantly. While Bailey believes taking on his heroes is likely to require him to improve his performance by around 10 to 15%, he's confident his experience will pay off. One of his biggest wins to date came as a 21-year-old back in February 2017, when he beat the likes of Kelly Slater at the Pipe Pro in Hawaii. "Who knows, maybe I can come off with Rookie of the Year, top 10, top 5, he said. "To take on the world's best surfers and to go and compete in some of the most amazing destinations and waves we have got, that is going to be really exciting. If you are really hungry, first place is the only spot you want." Bailey is in action this week at the WSL qualifying series event at Manly Beach, before turning his attention to the season opener 2 weeks later at Snapper Rocks on the Gold Coast. Topics: surfing, sport, Indigenous, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander, Australia.